Seriously, why do we do this? Why do we go out here with the bugs, the bears, skunks chasing you, poison ivy, ticks, you name it. Why do we do it? Because we love it. I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a little adventure. Someone explained to me once about Charleston Lake that it's the perfect paddling lake. It's not too big, not too small, and a lot of cool little islands where you can stop in. There's also, from what I've seen, maybe we'll get to see a little bit more, a lot of great rock faces here where you can jump in the water and go swimming. Hopefully, if I get to my site early enough, I can do that. The site I'm going to, 508, actually has a big rock right in front of it, and actually there's a picnic table on that where you can enjoy your lunch, breakfast, or dinner. So I'm looking forward to that, and then I'll probably do a little swimming off of that rock face. Can't wait. This is my first actual solo canoe camping trip. I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I was able to finally get a site here at Charleston Lake. The sites are very, very popular here, especially since COVID hit, and you can't really get a site very easily, but I'm pretty happy I was able to get a site, and it's going to be, what, 30-minute paddle, but I'm going to be stopping and filming, so probably an hour at least, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's a beautiful day. I got a bit of a late start today, but that's okay, I think. It's one of those things, by the time you travel, by the time you get the boat, there's a little bit of a lag getting into the canoe launch because there were so many people, but that's okay. I think I'll be able to enjoy my night and have a lot of fun.
So as I'm enjoying this beautiful lake, if this video is something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing. I do a lot of camping and outdoor videos, so if this is something that you like, please hit the subscribe button.
Now, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, which is going to suck. I was really hoping that that was going to hold off, but you know, if it rains, it rains. I'm going to probably set up my tarp. Plus, if it is raining in the morning, I'll have a nice dry space underneath that tarp where I can take down the tent, and then I can also have my morning coffee and my breakfast. Anyways, I'm going to get paddling, doing some more paddling on this beautiful lake. Personally, I have a kayak. Way too much stuff to take kayak camping, and I wanted to try canoe camping. One of the issues I find with the kayak, I love it in the water. Got it this year, go on a lot of different trips. I have a couple videos if you want to check it out, but there's something about being in a canoe where you have a lot of space in that canoe, and sure, it's a little bit heavier and harder to maneuver, maybe a little bit slower, but there's so many benefits of having that canoe. So I really like having a canoe, and I appreciate them renting them out here so you don't have to take them. I think I wish they would have had wood paddles for us, but that's okay. They don't have wood paddles. I'm using these paddles here, these plastic and I believe aluminum. That's fine. It'll get the job done. I also brought my my kayak paddle, so if I do need to use that at some point, I can do that. I'm actually working on my J-stroke today. I haven't got to use it very much before, so I'm pretty excited to give it a try. To be completely honest with you, I need a lot of work on it. Anyways, there's something cool up here. Let's go check it out. It's a cool little mini lighthouse. There's lots of little rock features here on this lake. It gives it a lot of character, you know? Anyways, we got another couple minutes and then we're at the camp. I'm really gonna have to hustle because we are late in the day already. Once I get to camp, get everything set up, then start dinner. I can't wait to have me some cheeseburgers. Oh boy, that's gonna be good. Yeah, maybe a cold brewski. Maybe, we'll see. Okay, so I can see my campsite from here. Finally, wasn't a hard paddle, but I'm glad to be here. First things first, unpack. I do have lots of gear to unpack. If I have time, I'm also gonna set up the hammock, but I gotta collect firewood, get everything else started, set up the tent. Hopefully I can get that done. All right, here we go. Okay, so welcome to Site 508 here at Charleston Provincial Park. This is the backcountry spot. There's 10 backcountry campsites. 508 is a pretty good one. Someone canceled and I picked it up. That's the only way I was able to get this site. Anyway, so far it looks like a pretty nice site. I've paddled in. The canoe ride was probably about an hour. Could have made it here quicker if I wasn't stopping and stuff for videos, but you know what? For the most part, that's a pretty decent canoe travel time. I had lots of stuff. I've already brought it up to the site and I checked it out. So why don't we take a quick look at the site? Much like the other sites, backcountry sites here, they're all on wood platforms. If you take a look, and essentially the wood platforms, well, that's where you put your tent or whatever you're sleeping on. The main reason I think is because it's pretty rocky here, and also there's lots of tree roots sticking out, and it's also probably for conservation reasons. They don't want to erode the campsite very much. So this is the spot. It's a pretty decent spot. It has 3 different platforms. Haven't decided yet which platform I'm going to be on, but I think probably right here, the one behind me, I think I can set up my my tarp for that. Normally when I'm camping out like this, if I don't need the tarp, I won't go ahead and use the tarp, but it is supposed to rain overnight into the morning. So it would be nice to be able to wake up and have a single dry spot, and that's what the tarp will allow me to do. But yeah, it's a pretty nice site. Here is the fire pit. Pretty decent. I normally like a fire pit with, you know, just simple rocks, but hey, you're at a campsite, you're gonna have to use that. Someone has made a somewhat fire pit with rocks over there, but you're not really supposed to do that. So we will be good citizens and we will have our fire over here at the fire pit. Picnic table with all my gear. As you can see, if you ask me, it's way too much stuff, but since it's my first camping trip, canoe camping trip, I wanted to make sure I had enough stuff. So that's it. I'm going to set up now and get the tent set up. Okay, so we're going to test out the ferro rod. It worked really well on my first time doing this. Today I'm using it with the back end of the knife instead of the little tool that comes with it, and hopefully it started pretty well. I keep it going though. That's a good sign. I'm really surprised this thing works this well, and that I'm able to get it to work, because I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of times things don't work for me, but hey, it worked. I'm excited. Here we go. We're cooking hamburgers today. So somehow these things are still frozen. Which is pretty good. I've been in the canoe all day, been out for a couple hours. I have a new cooler going. The new cooler seems to be working pretty well, so that's good. Okay, let's check the hamburgers. Looking pretty good. So far, so good. Really is a nice spot out here. It's right on the water. Like I said, about an hour paddle for me, but I was stopping and filming, so honestly think probably half hour, maybe 40 minutes from the boat launch, so that's not too bad. This spot here is kind of cool. You have a picnic table right out here on a rock right above the water. So I'm going to enjoy my meal, and then hopefully we have time. I want to go for another paddle and enjoy the rest of this lake.
Okay, so unfortunately, I ran out of time and it was getting dark, so I did not get a chance to get back out onto the water, which is really too bad because I really wanted to explore the small islands on Charleston Lake. I still needed to get the fire started again, and I needed to hang my bear bag. There's just never enough time while camping.
So I finally settled down and I'm able to get the fire started and just chill out at the fire. Favorite thing to do when camping is to chill out by the fire. The canoeing was good. Wasn't that long of a trip, so I'm not too sore or tired. I'll sleep well tonight, I think. But yeah, it was good. It was a good trip. I was a little bit, had to hustle when I got back to the campsite, get everything set up and dinner. I had to do the bear bag in the dark. I just ran out of time. I hate doing that, but what are you supposed to do, right? You run out of time, you run out of time. So for the most part, I think it was good. Hopefully the rain holds off tomorrow because I want to check out the lake a little bit more. I'll tear down camp a little early if I can. Have breakfast, coffee, all that good stuff. And then hopefully I can check out the lake a bit before I head home and back to the grind. Okay, well, this is probably the last you're gonna see of me tonight, so good night. It's raining. Big surprise, right? Yeah. They said it was gonna rain, and it rained. The optimist in me said, no, I think we'll be okay until I get out of here. But it rained. You know what though? It's not too bad. Could be storming. Knock on wood. So right now, I'm gonna have to tear down the tent so that I have a space to stay dry under there, under the tarp. So, got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna do a simple breakfast today. Gotta have some coffee probably. But yeah, so what? It's raining. Still got work to do. Let's go.
So ordinarily, I'm not a tarp guy. When you're camping in rain, obviously, you need a tarp. A lot of times when we camp with the family, we check out the forecast. And the forecast doesn't call for rain on the days that we're there. I'll have the tarp ready and everything ready for it, but I won't actually put it up. And most of the times, I'm good. But today, really needed this. So like I said earlier, this is my hammock tarp. I haven't even used this for my hammock camping yet. So sure enough, I used it for my tent camping. It feels dirty to do that, but you know what? It did a pretty good job. It's a cheap one I got from Amazon. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I really liked the design. It was pretty good, pretty easy to set up. I'm not great setting up these tarps, but for me, it was actually pretty easy, so that's good. And it really came in handy. So this is going to be the last thing that I tear down. I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm hoping I can finish it on the hammock. If the hammock's too wet, well, what are you going to do? I'm just going to finish it up here. Then I got to load the canoe and head back out to the car. I was really looking forward to a big breakfast. I love omelets, and I brought everything for the omelet. I had to settle for a granola bar. Doesn't seem right. Oh well, at least I got some coffee.
So normally when I go camping, I book these sites at the last minute because most of the sites are already booked. I'm gonna give Crown Land camping a try, but it's been pretty difficult around here too because so many people want to try that, which is fine. So when I try to book a campsite, most times I have to book it if someone has canceled it. So normally it's like a night, maybe two or something like that. But this trip here was just for one night. So definitely not the greatest thing. Once you pack everything up and get set up, you're only there for one night. Then it rains in the morning. Anyways, what I try to do, I don't have the luxury, I try to pick days that I know it's not gonna rain. Because I have a lot of filming that I want to do on these trips. Rain is interesting. I actually don't mind it if I wasn't filming, but because I'm filming, it just slows things down and makes things a lot more difficult. So I always try, if I can, to book when it's supposed to be nice out. Obviously you can't always do that, you just do the best you can, but in theory that's what I do. Doesn't always work. Anyways, if you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing. I do a lot of these kind of videos. I've just started the channel recently. Having a lot of fun doing it. And I'm gonna keep doing it. So if this is something you like, please consider subscribing. And hopefully you'll find a video or two that you really like. Alright, here we go.
So just before making it to shore, my camera died. It was raining really hard now, so I decided to call it a day. Thanks for joining me on my little adventure. It was fun.